Local government chairmen have no right to start picking and choosing how they want the money to be credited to local government coffers.
Any way he feel that he's going to control and make it his local government, that's his business.
I must tell you that this have no force of law. It is just a personal opinion, and the personal opinion cannot override the position of the Supreme Court.
Local government must be autonomous. Enough of this empiric theory of the governors over local governments.
So I think we must make that clear. They can decide to pay allegiance to the governor. That is their personal business. That is their political career.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, the 33 local government chairman in Oyo State have jointly decided to break away from the Association of Local Government of Nigeria. They want to form a new association. They insist that the federal government should keep paying their allocation via the state machinery. They are saying they are with Governor Makinde's stand on the local government autonomy. What is your take on that?
Let me quickly tell you that at this point, it is irrespective of their individual opinion. That is their personal opinion, and their opinion cannot override the judgment of the court. I think the judgment of the court is clear. Let us quickly bring the areas of emphasis by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is very clear when it said that going forward, that local government fund will no longer go through state and local government joint accounts. So it is not about the opinion of the local government chairman. The local government chairmen are only holding the money in trust on behalf of the people. So it doesn't behove on them. They do not have the right to determine how the money should be credited to the local government account. That is on one hand. Look at the other angle of the judgment. The judgment, another angle is saying that if in a state where you have critical committee, where you have not conducted local government election, where democratically elected local government chairmen are not in place, that going forward, the federal government should withhold the fund meant for local governments in that state. So the state cannot decide to say, okay, you give us this money, we want to keep it on behalf of the local government chairman when they will be democratically elected. In the same vein, the local government chairmen have no right to start picking and choosing how they want the money to be credited to local government coffers. Hence, the judgment is in place. It behoves on the federal government to credit the money to the local government, the 31 local government in Oyo State at the end of every month. It is irrespective of the opinion of the local government chairman. So I think we must make that clear. They can decide to pay allegiance to the governor. That is their personal business. That is their political career. But when it comes to the money that belongs to the people, I think we have to lay emphasis at this point that the money we are talking, the money in question do not belong to the local government chairman. The money in question belongs to the local government people, and of course the whole citizens, indigenous of the local government. To that extent, the local government chairmen do not reserve rights to start deciding where the money should be accredited. If they know they are not comfortable to manage the money, they are not in a position to manage the money judiciously, I think they should better train the trowel for better people to come into those positions.
With this that has happened so far, with this decision, do you think they can override? It is clearly stated that the 33 cannot override the 700 and something local government chairman we have in Nigeria. And is this not a sign of, will I call it, citizen also going against the constitutional decision of the federation?
I must tell you that this have no force of law. It is just a personal opinion, and the personal opinion cannot override the position of the Supreme Court. The position of the Supreme Court is very clear that this money going forward should be credited to the coffers of the local government. We are talking about 774 local government here, so it is irrespective of their opinion. Their opinion, they are entitled to the opinion anyway, but their opinion cannot override the judgment of the court. The judgment of the court is clear. I think I've made the emphasis here that they are only holding the money in trust on behalf of the people of the local government, and they know they are not comfortable, they are not in a position to judiciously manage the fund. I think they should better throw in the trowel and allow people who are ready to manage the fund to come in. Because what's the essence, the whole essence of going through that litigation? Is somebody to come out and say, no, return the money to the state. Of course, everybody have celebrated this judgment across board. We have seen Nuggets celebrating it. We have seen even governors at the level of Nigerian Governor Forum celebrating it. We have seen PDP Governor Forum celebrating it. APC Governor Forum celebrating it. So on what basis will a governor? I don't know whether he's the one that influenced the local government chairman in his state to turn around to say, no, we are pulling out of the local government associations of Nigeria, and as such, we want the money to be credited to the state coffers. For me, I think is a misplaced priority.
Yeah, during the 2023 presidential election, you notice that what the governor of Makinde work hand in hand with APC, giving out the vote of the people of the state to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And now that president has made a policy, I believe it should be one of those that will go in. And are you not concerned that there might be something that may transpire due to what 2023 election, maybe due to what they bargained to have gotten, and saying maybe Tinubu did not meet up with the demand, then that was leading to go against every of his policy now?
That should be their personal business. Nobody is interested in what transpires between them. They have their personal business, they have their personal issues. But we are talking of a judgment that is affecting the 774 local governments in the country. We are talking of a judgment that is affecting people at the grassroots level. Don't forget that the local government system is the government that is closer to the people. And I think the whole essence is to bring the governance closer to the people and to free fund for local government to start doing their projects. And of course, if that happens, we are likely going to start seeing developmental projects at the level of the local government. So for me, if you had any pact, any agreement with the president prior to the election, it's a personal business, and that should not have in any way affect the decision of the Supreme Court to allow financial autonomy for local governments.
Good evening.
Yeah, the 33 local government chairman in Oyo State have jointly decided to break away from the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria. They want a new form. They want to form a new association. They insist that the federal government should keep paying their allocation via the state machinery. So what is your take on that?
Let me be very honest with you. We celebrated when the Supreme Court passed that judgment, and from all the governors, I come to understand that Seyi Makinde actually kicked against it. I think he have worked out his own agenda and modalities on what to do, and that is what you are seeing currently playing out at the end of the day. But the fact is that I think that judgment is not going to be reversed, because it has been passed by the Supreme Court. It has gone to the Supreme level. So any way he feel that he's going to control and make it his local government, that's his business. We are not going to go to court again to begin to ask ourselves questions: how do we finance, or how do we fund the remaining local government in Oyo State? We're not going to do that. So I think Makinde, in his right senses, knows what to do and know what he's talking about. But Nigeria is not going. Local government must be autonomous. Enough of this empiric theory of the governors over local government administration. We are a single governor will determine what will happen in the local government. We're not going to do that, and funds are being misappropriated. So let local government have direct access to what they are supposed to gain, as in local government allocation coming directly from the federal government. So it depends on the state how they want to eat, or it depends on if they are going to agree on that or not. That's their business. But what we are saying that most Nigerians are in support of the Supreme Court judgment that allowed the local government, to have a direct allocation from the presidency, from the federal government. That will also help to, give the grassroots, that will make the grassroots at least experience what we call today governance in that regard. So I'm saying, and I'm saying it from my own point of view, that I'm in support of the local government autonomy has been discussed so far. Then if Seyi Makinde feel that he can do otherwise, that is not a business. I've not seen any governor or any state disagreeing, but those ones that cannot be able to understand it, I think they should go to court to challenge the process. But what we are waiting for is that, having looked at the local government autonomy and the rest of them, we need to find out that whether there's going to be a kind of legislation, whether INEC is going to conduct a separate election for the local government, then we are going to look at the funding of the local government. How is it going to be checkmated, to avoid misappropriation? Are they going to set up a committee backed by law that will supervise the funding of the local government at the end of the day? Those are the things we are already looking forward to do. That's what we are talking about today. So by the time those things are being put in place, I'm sure, and at the end of the day, we'll begin to experience grassroots governance. I think to an extent, that's what Nigeria needs at this moment in time. Grassroots governance in terms of security, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of everything that has to do with good governance. It has to be local government first. That is where democracy majorly should be seen, to be appreciated the way it is. Thank you, and God bless you.